Forgiveness is so essential in our healing process, and it's crazy how you don't realize how much work you need to do and how much awareness you need to bring in order for you to efficiently forgive those that consciously or unconsciously have wronged you. And I'm going to share with you a little story, and hopefully it helps you in your journey in whatever situation you're in right now in terms of trying to let it go and let go of the things that don't serve you. I'm going to use a small example. I came to Europe, and originally I came for an event that a friend of mine had invited me for, and after I booked everything, this person tells me that they're going to cancel, and I was upset, but I decided to let it go. Because I was like, you know what? I have no control over the situation. All I can control is my actions toward the situation. Our responsibility is the ability that we have in which we respond to the things that are happening to us. And fast forward to when I checked into my Airbnb, I found out that I brought the wrong adapter. And this person had originally told me if I needed anything that I could reach out to them and, they would, help me out. Well, my phone is literally about to die. And this person essentially, I was messaging with them, and I told her, I was like, hey, my phone's about to die. I don't have an adapter, thinking maybe she was going to say, hey, like, you're thousands of miles away from your home. Like, where are you? I can go and take you one. Like, I would have paid her, I would have sent her money for gas. Like, I would have done something to repay that. Like, I don't expect anybody to just do something for me without me compensating them. That's just the way I operate. And when it comes to my friends, I'm very careful with who I consider part of my circle, because I don't like to be around takers. I'm a giver, and when you surround yourself around takers, that can be very detrimental for you. So we had a bonding experience that happened back in one of the events that we met at, and she had a situation where she needed to be taken care of, and just because that's the type of person that I just try my best to be, which is like be there for somebody when they need you, I was there for her. I wanted to, obviously my human in me wanted to go do other things, but I decided I'm going to stay here and I'm going to look out for this person. So naturally, this is why as humans, we need to learn not to expect things from people, because that is where we end up in disappointment. But naturally, when that happened, the whole situation with my adapter, I was expecting her to think the same, right? And say, hey, don't worry about it. Where can I meet you? Like, let me get you an adapter. And essentially her reply was something along the lines of, sorry to hear that. And that, of course, upset me. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because as I'm like sitting here meditating, one of the biggest things that keeps coming to my mind is, of course, I can let the ego side of me win. The ego side of me being the side that just says, you know what? Screw this. I have no reason to continue to talk to her, and just let bygones be bygones, make my peace with the situation. The higher self in me says, you know what? You can expect people to act the way that you would expect. Just now know moving forward what to expect from this person, what you can rely on, what you can't rely on for this person. And there's people that are acquaintances, and then there's people that are friends. And the higher self in me says, let it go. The higher self in me says, move forward, because when you're holding on to resentment, all it's doing is keeping you on a lower vibration. It's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you in this survival mindset. And it's not healthy for you. It's not beneficial for you. So when you're thinking of forgiving somebody, just ask yourself, am I forgiving them for them, or am I forgiving them for me? Because if you're doing it for them, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. But if you're doing it for yourself, then that is liberating. And it is essential for your healing journey for you to let go of those things that no longer serve you. This is a small example. I've had to do this with parents. I've had to do this with people that have wronged me. I've had to do this with people that at one point in my life, you know, caused a lot of pain. And I know that we all have a story. Like, you have a story, you have people that have wronged you as well. You have people that have done things to you. And maybe right now you're still holding on to that story. Maybe right now you're still holding on to that story because you think that that is what you need in order for you to be respected. But that's not respect. That's self-destruction, and it doesn't serve you.